Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, it is my January Boxycharm unboxing. My box just came in, so obviously I had to film with it and play with it on camera for you guys. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching. There is going to be a giveaway in this video. The first product out of the box that I end up doing is the Ace Beauty palettes that you guys have already seen me use both on camera. And I already have it. So I will be giving away the Ace Beauty Scarlet Dusk palette, which is the pinky mauvey beautiful one that I used in Wednesday's video. So if you want to enter to win that palette just like this video, comment down below with your favorite item out of the box and subscribe to my channel, which if you subscribe, I do upload 5 times a week. I am here Monday through Friday, still figuring out what time, but pretty much 10 or 11 in the morning Eastern is usually when I post. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching, subscribe, like, comment, and enter the giveaway, and we're gonna jump right into the video. Now I do have complexion already done, my brows are on, and that is it. Every other product today is gonna be coming out of today's box. A couple items just to get out of the way now. Number 1, I got variation number 2. So that means that if your box on the bottom card has a number 2, we have the same box. There's usually like between 30 and 40 variations, and that's just things that are mixed up. So box number 2 is the first thing I got for you. The second is that, I've said this before and I've said this in pretty much every video, but I did want to make sure to say it early on today. If you ever get something in your box that you're not in love with, down in my description box there's a link to a Facebook group called Boxycharm Beauties. If you jump to that link, that is a Facebook group dedicated to swapping out. For example, there's an eyeshadow palette in today's box. You could have gotten one of 2 different ones, and if you don't get the one you want, hop on that site. I'm sure you'll be able to find someone you can either trade with or sell the one you don't want and buy the one you do. Any combination of that, Boxycharm Beauties down below. So first out of the box, breaking the ice is the theme of the box, which totally on brand for January. I think that's kind of cool. First item, this is going to be from Ace Beauty. It is going to be one of 2 eyeshadow palettes. I have already uploaded videos using both of these and I will link them up here. The 2 palettes that you could get are either the Vintage Dawn or the Scarlet Dusk palette. Yesterday I uploaded, so you guys are seeing this video on Friday. On Wednesday I uploaded a video where I used the Scarlet Dusk palette. I did use the Vintage Dawn palette back in December, so I will be using this palette today. This eyeshadow palette features 12 colors that are reminiscent of the beautiful sunrises and sunsets witnessed in various locations around the world. Each color has been carefully milled and pressed to provide the easiest application and the most excellent color payoff. This retails for $34.99, and again, that's the one I'll be using today. I think I'm going to play around with the Icy Frosty Blues because I didn't last time. So we're going to grab a fluffy brush, and I'm going to start with the shade Sky, which is the royal blue. I'm going to load up my brush. Where's my mirror? And I'm just going to start depositing that in the crease, focusing on the outer corner. I am going to throw a black liner in the waterline quickly off camera, and then I'll be right back just to continue with the blue. All right, now that I have some black liner on, I'm going to take a little bit more of that blue, and I'm just going to connect it to the lower lash line. Taking a bit more of that blue, I'm just going to really pack it right on the outer corner of the eye, so that when I go in and I blend it out with a lighter color, just to diffuse it, I still have that smokiness. And I am actually going to take a little bit of that blue, and I'm just going to take it, I'm not taking it all the way into the eye socket, but I do want to just frame a little bit on the inner portion, leading towards the lid. Then dipping into a fluffy brush, I'm going to take a tiny bit of Pyramid, the neutral brown in the center, and I'm just going to kind of lean my head back and lightly run this to blend out the edges of that blue with a tiny bit of warmth. just so that there is some contrast where that's going to blend. And on a pencil brush with that same pyramid shade, I'm going to do the exact same thing on the lower lash. Now for the fun part. I'm going to load up on the shade Dew, that very icy, frosty, silvery blue shade. And I am going to grab a little bit of MAC Fix Plus just to wet that shade. These shimmers, because I have used these palettes more than once, they perform well dry, but when you want to get that like faux cut crease effect, adding that setting spray just really foils that shade so that you don't even need to use any concealer to cut the crease. Isn't that stunning? Going back into that brush from before with no additional product, I'm just going to blend where those two shades meet, just so the shimmer doesn't go up too high. Then taking on a very pointy brush a tiny bit more of that blue, I'm just going to trace the crease, just because I really want to make sure that I have that line where the two colors meet, just to make it a little more dramatic and emulate that cut crease effect. And if you haven't seen me do it before, that is how I fake a cut crease without using concealer. I am going to then grab a small detail brush, here it is, and I'm going to take that same shade Dew, and what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take that same shade and I'm going to hit up the inner corner and I'm going to blend it a little bit into the lower lash. And then with a pencil brush, just to make sure that there's no harsh lines. Definitely smoky. All right, I'm gonna go curl my lashes and then I'll be right back for the next item out of the box. All right, so next item out of the box, this is from Grande Cosmetics. This is the Grand Drama Intense Thickening Mascara. Retails for $25. Designed by the maker of the cult favorite Grande Lash MD Lash Enhancing Serum, which I do use and I do love. This is the hottest secret weapon for lashes that command attention. No flake, intense black formula, works while you wear it to create unrivaled thickness through castor oil, which is beautiful. I've used their other mascara, but I've never used this one before, so I am going to try it on. The wand definitely reminds me of like the Better Than Sex wand, which I don't personally love that mascara, but a lot of people do. Okay, so after the first two coats are on, it is definitely giving me length and a little bit of volume. I know that the castor oil is meant to give you like long-term volume over time, like really help to condition the lash. But as a mascara on its own, I said it reminded me of Better Than Sex from the applicator. It does not based on the application. So it really just, I don't even know if you guys can really see it on camera, but I'm definitely getting length. Normally you guys know with this kind of a look I would throw on a falsie, but for the sake of letting the mascara shine, I am not going to do that today. Next item out of the box, this is from Glow Recipe. It is the Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. This retails for $22. Bouncy, breathable sleeping mask that smooths and perfects skin overnight. Pillow-proof formula acts as radiance boosting, watermelon extract, hydrating hyaluronic acid, and pore refining AHAs. I have used this in the past. Glow Recipe actually sent it to me, and I really liked the product, but it left me a little glowier than I typically like. As you guys know, a mask like this is not something I would demo on camera just because you're not going to see the results anyway. And I have so many masks open that I'm going to keep this sealed and probably throw it in an upcoming giveaway. Because like I said, they have already sent me this product, so I do already have a full size of it. But definitely a great product, especially if you're looking for something to hydrate, add glow, and refine your pores. A friend of mine, Nicole, is obsessed with this. So if you do have drier skin, this is definitely for you. I'm a little more oily, so I don't see as much of a result with it as she does. The next item from Wander Beauty, this is the Trip for Two Blush and Bronzer Duo. Prepare for a perfect getaway with a Trip for Two Soft Matte Blush and Bronzer Cheek Duo. Seamlessly blend onto the skin. Deliver naturally glowing complexion. Add buildable warmth and flush to skin. Long-wearing sun-kissed duo. Hydrating mango seed butter and safflower oil in the Products Soothe and Brighten, Lotus Flower, and Sea Buckthorn Extract reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So I'm going to grab the Tulum bronzer first. Normally with duos like this, I find that they are way too warm for me, but we're going to try it out. I don't think that's too warm. I think I like that shade. It is definitely blending nicely. I don't see it really grabbing onto any like texture or anything. Definitely a soft matte. It is not like shiny and luminous, but look at how this side looks compared to this side. It definitely sculpted the face. I will say you get quite a bit of product on the brush. It does pick up quite a bit, and a little does go a long way. There is a little bit of kick up in the pan, but not enough to really cause any concern. It's just a soft pressed formula. All right, we might have gone a little overboard on the bronzer today, but because the eyes are so dark and smoky, I don't mind at all. What do you guys think? Lately I've been wanting more bronzer. I'm gonna grab the Daiquiri blush, which is right here. It's a little pink than what I would normally go for a blush tone. I like things a little more on the mauve-y side. However, lately I've just been really loving blush. That's actually not, oh no, there it is. It's definitely pinky. That might be a little too pink, or I might have added a little bit too much. I'm gonna just blend the bronzer into the blush just to tone it down a little bit. Yeah, that definitely helped. They definitely blend nicely into each other. I'm gonna take whatever's left on the brush and just tip of the nose, just to add a little bit of that like Jack Frost blush tone. I think I like it. I think, yeah, that side's a little patchy. I think that in general, it applied nicely. I think I should go in with a little bit of a lighter hand with the blush next time. I definitely have a little bit more than I typically would go for. I'm gonna grab a pressed powder, and I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of this over the apples of the cheeks, just to tone it down. I know I've said this trick before, but if you ever go overboard on your bronzer or your blush, tiny bit of pressed powder right over the top will calm it down and make it a little more palatable. And the last item out of the box from Too Faced Cosmetics, this is the Diamond Light Highlighter, one-of-a-kind highlighter infused with real crushed diamond powder, light reflecting pearls for a brilliant fancy pink glow that will have you on planet shimmer. That's actually really cute. This retails for $36. The Grande was $25. The Wander Beauty was $36. So I have used these in the past, but not this color. It is a pink reflect with a little bit of gold to it. So I don't normally go for golden highlights just because I am very cool toned, but I'm hoping the pink in there really calms it down. Definitely more on the subtle side. Let's build it up. There we go. So you can really build it up. I'm definitely getting like golden shift pink. So I don't know if I would use this as a blush topper or a highlighter. I kind of like it more as a blush topper. Like just based on the tone of this, I feel like this would look really pretty down here on the apples of the cheeks, and then take something a little bit frostier for the actual high point of the cheek for the highlight. But it's definitely pretty. The one thing I will say is that it is sitting on top of the skin. It's not really melting into the skin like the bronzer and blush did. So I'm going to grab my sponge and just kind of press it in. I'm male. I have a little bit of extra texture on my cheeks. And if you do too, taking a wet sponge just to kind of pat in a highlighter like this will help to take down some of that texture. But not every highlighter does that. For example, the Ciate highlighter we got in December's box did not do that at all. So like if I had to pick one or the other, I would definitely prefer the Ciate formula, but this is definitely pretty. I don't know if it's something I would really get my time out of. So I'm gonna go throw on a lipstick and set my face, and I'll be right back to sum it all up. And that is the finished look and the finished box. So just to wrap up the products, I think the standout product that I liked the most is definitely the eyeshadow palette. Again, I did link the videos, so you will be able to see tutorials with both of these. So if you don't want to go out with a bold blue smoky eye, you don't have to. That's my vibe. That might not be yours. I did a tutorial doing like a pink version of this eye out of this palette, and I did an olive eye out of this one. So you can definitely get a lot of versatility out of them. Definitely the standout product of the month, and at $34.99, that palette alone is more than what you paid for the whole box. So you definitely got your $25 worth out of this box. Let's go through the rest of the products. I'm gonna pass on the highlighter. I didn't love it on my complexion. I think if you're a little more of a golden tone, you might like it more if your complexion's a little warmer, or even if you're a little bit deeper in complexion than I am. I am fair and I am pink. So for me, that kind of tone doesn't really work. The bronzer and blush worked out really well. I like the way the cheeks are looking, especially after I added that little bit of powder on top. The mascara is nice. I really, again, with a look like this, I would want to put a falsie on, but I know that the lash serum, which is infused in here, is beautiful. I used to have no lashes. If you go back to like my first few videos, I had no lashes at all. Almost 2 years on Grande Lash. I finally have lashes that are great. So the products that they make are really good. Whether or not I can say that the claims of this thickening your lash are there, if it's the same formula as the Grande Lash, you're definitely getting your money's worth there too. Like I said, I don't love the Glow Recipe Mask. It's good, it's not great for my skin. If you're drier, you will definitely love this. So all in all, again, this box, you will pay $25 to get it. $153.99 is the retail value of the 5 items in the box. So 1000% worth your money. I definitely think, again, just for the palette alone, it is that good. I don't always love every product out of the box, but as long as I find, you know, even 1 or 2 that I love, I always get my money's worth out of it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to enter the giveaway, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.